Hey YouTube, streaming on YouTube now. Let's do a little intro for people on YouTube. Another virtual production live session. We just do these in the Unreal Engine, in the Off-World Live Discord, looking at Unreal Engine virtual production stuff. So people have a lot of questions in the Discord, so it's quite nice to jump in on these kind of weekly sessions where we just hang out and work stuff out. And then I'm also just showing off bits that I've been working on as part of the shared project, which will link in this YouTube description. We just got this awesome Unreal Engine project where I've just been adding new kind of configs and setups to it, so figuring out different ways of compositing real footage into Unreal Engine, or doing nice filmic shots, or virtual broadcast, more virtual broadcast centric stuff. Yeah, these sessions have been a really nice place to work stuff out. So we are doing these every week, every Thursday at 3 o'clock UK time. And this week we've had someone chatting about AR elements. So you might have your sort of real world footage and you might be looking to get 3D kind of on top of that. Awesome thing for making cool little videos. Obviously it'd be awesome if it was real time as well, so some kind of real-time solution could be amazing. I'm working with kind of pre-recorded bits at the moment. This is probably gonna crash when I do this. Okay, cool, awesome. Thought that was gonna crash. I've been working with pre-recorded footage just as kind of tests at the moment. My kind of aim is to get this dancing dude looking like he's dancing on my desk. So all I did for this was just took a recording of my desk. It'd be great if this is real time, of course, but a good test start to get kind of just the shadows, just get the general kind of composite. I've just pumped a pre-recorded bit of footage in. This is coming in via Spout actually, so since my OBS is running anyway, I can just pump this video AR test footage. So yeah, just pump that video and that's just running in the background, and then because we got the Spout filter, we can just go filters Spout and send that through to Unreal Engine under this name, which is awesome. Just dock this back over here. So just for this test, I've got this. It is kind of a live feed in a way, but it's, you know, you can actually send NDI from your camera. So from a phone, you can get an NDI app. I'm pretty sure. Let's double check that. NDI HX camera. That's probably it. Okay, $20 there. Let's stream. So there is latency with NDI, but you know, some kind of camera stream in could be really cool. You might want to Ethernet like a video feed in if you're doing like a live one of these. Obviously offline being way more flexible than live, so I'm doing offline for now just to figure out the workflow and then see where it goes. Yeah, I'm guessing NDI app could be quite a cool way to send camera footage direct into Unreal or something. But yeah, pre-recorded for now. So it's just in as a Spout input. Don't need any chroma or anything. It's literally just a video. then the resolution is just important as well. So it's important that we have 1080 by 1920. And I've just set that here. So in that overarching comp, you can set the resolution to be 916 instead of 16:9. You wouldn't say the app is slow. Nice, that's cool. So you mean latency wise? I'm just thinking, you know, something like this is quite important that, you know, slight camera movements are pumped directly in with very little latency. So I think my only worry with NDI going into Unreal would be the latency, but I know it's very small, but you know, whether it's perceptible, you know, whether it looks kind of slidey, like this is sliding around because it's literally just a pre-recorded piece of moving footage on something not moving. But once he gets dancing, it's actually, again, like not so perceptible, which is quite interesting. Can I set this to play just here? I think I've got a sequence for him. So I'm not familiar with the difference between NDI and NDI HX. I do know we're working on an NDI update soon, but it's not my area of expertise. But so what is NDI HX? Is that just higher resolution, I'm assuming? Uncompressed. Nice. Right. Uses the compression, uses video cards. I think this is what some of the main devs are working on at the moment, which is really cool. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I mean, a wired connection in would probably be a key thing. Maybe NDI would work. That could be cool. So just make a quick sequence. I can just see this guy dancing. Cool. Oh, and that's not carrying through to the comp. That's weird. Tracking the right thing there. Oh yeah, I did make a copy. It's just because I made this silly copy up here. Get rid of him for confusion's sake. Cool, now he's moving. So this ghostiness is something to do with having multiple viewports running. See if this sorts it out. Okay, that just turned on again. Weird. little bit less ghosty. Something we're working on at the moment. It's kind of there's an Unreal Engine thing with static meshes, skeletal meshes, sorry, where it kind of does a cache of skeletal mesh data and stuff. And this is where this kind of ghosting comes into play. But that's on export, that shouldn't happen. That could be worth testing, actually. You know, I'm just going to try a quick little export now. I know also he's still a little bit see-through, and I'm not really sure why this is. It's got to be something to do with my Composure. Composure transform pass. Yeah, let's just export this out and see if that ghosting goes away, actually, because I think it should. So to export it, I'm going to make sure I've got the media track in here. Doesn't really matter too much, I guess. I guess it's a spout input. Alright, so I need to set up the media. So let's find that footage. I'm going to bring this in as a piece of media instead. I can control like when it moves in the sequencer as well, which is good. So got that file source. I want to make sure it's muted. Cool. Oh, disable that. And then just minimizing, not closing, because then it stops if you close it. So now we need a media player with a video texture. And I'll call this a dancer. Media player, dancer. Should have output this. This is good. Gotta load this. That one. Disable the audio, tell it to loop, and leave this open as well. If you close this, it'll pause. I'm gonna minimize. So now I can load this as a media track. I think. Where are you? Gotta make sure it's got this media texture in the sequencer as well. It's quite funny. And then I need to change this input to Composure as well. So change this to be a media texture. This one. Yeah, sweet. And now the scrubbing doesn't work great for me, but you can pause and play it. You can control that. Bit weird. See if it comes out better on export. I think you need to track the comp. So you can just like select this comp and leave that as it is. Don't think we need to track the cine camera because it's just gonna like overlay the comp over the viewport. We want output, not render target. We want player viewport. Player viewport compositing output. The way to go. I've been loving this offline. Been loving doing offline stuff with Composure at the moment, because real time with Composure can be tricky, but offline you can do stuff like deferred rendering and additional render passes and things. I also found that focus pools carry through to media plates in Composure. I'm going to put a tutorial out about this soon. Really exciting. Really exciting. You can make like a filmic kind of focus pool kind of shot, and it doesn't carry through. So say I wanted this background out of focus, it doesn't carry through in the preview, but then when you get to the actual render stage, I was so surprised, but the focus pool carried through. Really weird. So I'm gonna do a tutorial about that soon. Really cool. See what I've got done wrong. I'm sure I've done something wrong. Camtrack AR tutorial. Oh, definitely done something wrong there. So, Camtrack AR, let's see what that is. Is this a real-time camera tracking in, or is this just like pre-recorded video then doing the tracking information? It's actually something I've been playing around with in the last hour before I started this stream, actually. So you might be in luck. I haven't managed to get a good result though, sadly, but I've been working on it. So that didn't look correct. That was just the shot of this. Don't know why. Definitely is that. Oh, I haven't got a camera. Maybe I did need to track the camera. Camtrack AR is real time, is it? So is Camtrack AR coming from your phone, or coming from, is it a camera as well, I guess? Like a Vive tracker type deal, is it? For iOS. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks. I'll definitely look into this. This could be good for me. I've been trying to use LiveLink and I just can't get it to talk to Unreal Engine, so this could be an awesome solution. I might have a little look at this in this stream actually. This looks really cool. I'm gonna download it while I'm doing this. But yeah, hopefully it'll communicate with Unreal Engine. So yeah, I was trying to do iPhone with LiveLink. I've just had problems with my IP address. I think it might be my firewall or something. I don't really. It's such a tricky problem when it's just not communicating. You know, I don't really like wireless stuff for that. Is Camtrack AR also Android? Because that would be really nice. Because I don't like that. I do have an iPhone, but don't like that it's the only solution. I guess it's because iPhones have the LiDAR technology. I don't know. So yeah, I made an exception for Unreal Engine on my firewall. Didn't seem to work. I've got I've got some weirdness going on in my firewall. I've got Norton and then also Windows Defender, but then it doesn't let me change any Windows Defender settings. I'm confused with it all. So yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure I've got all the IP addresses correct. I'll give it another go sometime. It's just such a time sinkhole, and then you don't really know what's even going on. Okay, so the studio, you can use live stream, as in live stream camera tracking data. Is that right? So I'm just looking at it through my phone now, and it's quite cool, isn't it? It's kind of picking up a bit of a grid already. Not. Yeah, managed to set a floor. I take it live streaming camera tracking data in is probably a paid option, right? Really interesting though. Thanks for the recommendation on that app. I'll look into it. Oh, I would love that, Alejandro. Please do. Yeah, like a troubleshooting annoying things with live link tutorial. I would just be, yeah, that'd be so appreciated. I think, yeah, so making an exception in your firewall is one thing that I found tricky. Yeah, making sure your IP addresses are the same or like what to look for with that would be awesome. And then yeah, just like showing on the app side exactly what to do in what order. I mean, I've followed a few people and they pretty much all say the same thing, but yeah, it's probably me being weird. Hey Chipco, always good to see you. But yeah, that'd be super appreciated. Thanks for that. Yeah, really worth it for the community. I'm sure lots of people would find that useful. Oh, that's a bit of a clickbait title there. Need to change that. I think that was just the initial title for this. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, 360 streaming is I can't do that on my computer. What is this live stream? AR workflows. That's what we're looking at. We're rude. We're looking at AR workflows, in fact. So I'm doing an offline AR setup at the moment. Let's chuck it in here. I feel like 360 streaming, the most people can get is 4K, and then hopefully DLSS can do some awesome upscaling for that. It hasn't been my area that I've been looking into at the moment, but some people are kind of doing it. Yeah, I think that's it. Is H.265 limited to 4K or so? I'm not sure. Well, no, surely you can export higher resolutions, but you mean like it doesn't like the equirectangular with that, maybe? Where did I save this? Save to here. This was what I was testing is, does this ghosting carry through? And it kind of does, actually, a little bit. It's actually a lot cleaner. Maybe this artifacting back here is something different. Don't know why it's so overexposed. Maybe that's the cine camera settings. $2K streaming with NVenc resulting is limited to 4096. What's H or W? How's your exhibition stuff going? Oh, height or width, got you. Yeah, sorry for not getting back to you on those messages. Actually, I've just seen it's one of those where I read it and then I was like, oh, I'll get back to that later, and then didn't get around to it. But here's the time to chat about that stuff. Are you up for share? Like, I mean, if this isn't a bit of a work in progress, we could chat more about this because it's super interesting. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's cool to see that video. So is that going so off topic here? But it's just really interesting. Can I show you this video in this stream? Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about it next week. Because I think there's some awesome potential for this. Was it using an API to just allow people to set their own videos that they want to play in your Unreal Engine scene? Just cool stuff. Very, very cool. Okay, here's a little preview of what Chipco is working on. So what's this one prompted by at the moment? Is this like people? Is this like ones that you've set from a web program? So you've got these screens, and they're just populated with these images. And it's just really cool because you're running around in Unreal Engine in real time. From an outside source, the images are being changed. It's really, really nice. Oh yeah, you said just from NFT collections. Yeah, from an API, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I just think there's like, I don't know what, but there's there's serious potential. Even like, obviously gallery is the first thing you think of, and that's a really awesome use case, but I feel like there's like someone is gonna pick this up and make some kind of I don't know, like what if like in your packaged game people people could do this from outside sources, so you're like, I don't know, it's just this idea of like people from outside being able to communicate or just lifting images from the outside world in real time. Really, really interesting. I'm sure there's like crazy things. These media plates or NDI inputs, those are an API. Cool. So Chipko's just chatting in the YouTube, and Chipko I'm just feeding to this Alejandro in Discord. So he's saying that media plates or NDI inputs. I think it's actually different to that. It's it's this API that draws on a collection of images and then populates it randomly or something like that. So there's like awesome potential there for like outside apps communicating with inside apps, or communicating with things inside Unreal Engine. Yeah, for a little stress test, they're just plates with dynamic materials. I see. Yeah. And the dynamic material, I guess the texture input is a parameter, and that means that that's set from outside. Very cool. Bink format. No, not super familiar. Hey, Steel Pants, good to see you in here. Just hanging and chatting various AR workflows, so compositing real world footage behind characters. It's a little stress test here, but yeah, we're also chatting bits and bobs. Bink format. So what is this? Proprietary file format for video. Developed by Rad. Sick. So is this like a good one for games, you say? So the MP4 format, native in UE, Epic bought that company, can run 100 plates at the same time. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But regular files much faster support. So you think like exporting your videos in Bink as a Bic? As a Bic, is that right? File extension Bic. This could be really good for better performance in Unreal, yeah. Yeah, please do it. Yeah, please do a video on that. That's really awesome. Converter is included in the game engine. Nice. So what you can bring in media file source and then like set it to be Bink in here. I'll let you do a video on that. It's really cool. Oh, the converter is there. Okay, interesting. Love that. Cool. Okay. So let's do this like AR background now. Let's go out as this, I'm guessing. Saying play, do I do convert? Create a sequence of single animation, I'm guessing. Maybe you can show the best file options and things. Frame rate control. Can I just do defaults? Just gonna try. Look there, an option for alpha. Woo! Really good. Yeah, really, really good to have an option for alpha. So you can take it from, what is it, the Apple, what's the Apple format? It's like the only way you can export from Premiere is with um, what is it again? The Apple ProRes. That's so cool that that's just included with the Unreal Engine install. That's mad. So plugin called Bink. So we've just noticed that there's a plugin, or I've just been told by Alejandro here that there's a plugin and an executable that's included in Unreal Engine that does this BIC format, Bink video, BIC extension, and apparently it just plays way quicker in Unreal Engine. So it's like way better video format for Unreal. So interesting. Cool. Find the file, I'm guessing. Where did I output it to? That's the question. BK2. Say where it's outputting it to. Or have I? Maybe it goes to this same folder. What was I doing? AR background to. Okay, it hasn't gone to the same place. Will that still convert? Okay, convert a file. Yes, convert. Okay, I am just gonna, let's just overwrite it. I think the first time I did this, it just crashed my Unreal. Cool. So it's the same video file, but it's just got that Bink encoding now? Is that right? Wait, did I just close that too early? We'll see. Can't seem to find the file. I'll let you do a tutorial on it if that's cool. That'd be really cool to see the proper work in progress on that, or the proper process for that. That'd be awesome. Cheers, Chip Go, as always. Good to see you in here. Yeah, so back to this AR stuff. About so there's potential for pre-rendered stuff exporting this like this. And then, you know, because he's kind of hopping, it doesn't look too skippy on a pre-rendered bit of footage. But obviously you want a bit of camera tracking ideally. So I was looking at camera tracking. And then just for the shadows, it's just like you do a floor and a shadow layer, and then multiply those together, or like divide those together. That's in literally the first Composure tutorial, basically. The sort of main Composure tutorial, it's just that workflow for doing that shadow capture. And then just with that media plate. That's how I've done that. But then, yeah, I was looking at getting camera tracking footage, and there's loads of good videos out there for it, but I just need to work on it a bit more. I managed to get some camera tracking data in. Oh, and I've lost my level for it. There it is. I managed to get some camera tracking data. Here, which is cool. It's some nice moving camera tracking data, but as you can see, the cube is just not matching it at all. Just not at all matching it. I think that is actually just the tracking that I've grabbed not being that great. What I did was I just grabbed an After Effects one, and this plane looks absolutely amazing from here. Like that's some really nice camera tracking there. So, you know, if I can just get something onto that plane, then I'll be laughing. So then I went and exported this data for Blender, because I couldn't get my Cinema 4D Lite working. I didn't know this, but you get Cinema 4D Lite with After Effects apparently, so that's really cool. So I took this plugin. So I got this Blender for Unreal Engine plugin. Let me get my history up. This is really good for getting After Effects to Blender. This guy, Gachoki Studios. After Effects to Blender. This full video is awesome for that. And then so there's like a script in Blender that takes the After Effects stuff, and then there's a script. Script to export from After Effects and a script to import to Blender. And then after that, I went on to installing another script from Blender to Unreal Engine. So that was really good. And then I mixed that together with Joshua M. Kerr's awesome tutorial here, where he shows how to download this Blender for Unreal Engine. And it's really cool because you can like copy a script and then just paste this into the output log as a command. Then this saves you a sequence, and then that level sequence has all your keyframes. So that's really cool. I actually had to copy all of these into an Unreal camera. Maybe that's something where some stuff got messed up. But I did a test in Blender as well, and the tracking was still not that good. I don't know if it's like a frame rate thing or something like that. Things to look into. But it seems like it's not too far away from making a little offline tracked shot. The fact that it's so good in here is telling me like, surely I can get this data out, and if I play the video at the exact same time, same frame rate, don't see why we can't get an awesome figure standing here. But that's been my workflow at the moment for like a wobbly camera tracked kind of shot, and that's just where I'm at the moment, where I can get this data in. You know, it is looking like a real camera, but then when overlaying the actual footage into Unreal, like looking at it over the comp and then putting a cube in here, it's just way out of whack. Frame rate thing maybe. We'll see, but I'll keep working it out, and if I make some progress on it, I'll feedback next week, sure. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone who's hanging out, and yeah, thanks Alejandro. Always appreciate your input. Always good to see you here. And yeah, thanks Chipco. Yeah, hopefully this can eventually be a good tracking solution. We'll see. We will see. Tracking with the Aruko tag on the floor. Yeah, I mean, then you could get into real time for sure. Obviously, real time being the final goal, but just doing these offline tests to start. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, thanks as always. Yeah, see you again soon. Always appreciate your input.